Ton transactions on X Empire. Is it important or not? Yesterday, X Empire released their airdrop criteria, whereby they released a whole lot of things that is going to help you understand if you qualify for the airdrop, or basically how many tokens you are going to receive for the airdrop. So in this video, we are going to talk about if ton transaction is important or not, based on the information we have from X Empire. So guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lecture. As you all know, if you are new to this particular channel, kindly use this opportunity to hit the subscribe button below and also turn on the notification bell to get notified when I drop more amazing videos on this particular channel. So without wasting too much of your time, let's go into this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this screen right here. This is actually from X Empire, and let us read all together as I explain to you if ton transaction is important or not. So they started by saying, in this phase that we just completed, the mining phase that we just completed, as promised, we will distribute 70% of the supply. So 70% is coming to the community. 70% of the total supply is coming to the community. And now they said, as I have said from the beginning, everything will be transparent and open to our users. Below, I have outlined how we calculated the airdrop. So you are going to see how X Empire calculated the airdrop for you. So they say the key principle is simple. The more value you brought to the community, the bigger your drop. They do not say you are not going to receive any drop if you don't bring value to the community. They only said the more value you bring, the more drop you are going to receive. And what do we mean by the value? We are going to get there right now. The bigger your drop will be. I have mentioned this multiple times in my post, and we will stick to the rule. So now let's go to the second part of this particular thing. So they said we divided the criteria into two parts. The model allows us to objectively evaluate each participant's contribution and allocation towards token allocation token accordingly. So now understand that they said the more value you bring, and they said objectively evaluate each participant contribution. So for you to bring value, that means you have contributed. Let's look at how they talk about contribution right now. So they said primary criteria, numbers and quality of invited friends. So this is you contributing to the community. So for you to invite someone on this X Empire, you have contributed to the community. You have expanded the community by bringing someone. So now they said profit per hour. Profit per hour on this particular X Empire is for you to engage on the project. So you have engaged on the project if you have profit per hour, and that is going to guarantee your airdrop on this particular project. So number 3 is number of completed quests. So these are the tasks you have performed on X Empire. And if you have performed any task on X Empire, like following whatever, all those tasks that has been listed there, and profit per hour, I know a lot of you have billions of profits per hour, and at least you invited someone. So these particular things means that you have contributed to the community and you have engaged on the project. Automatically, you are qualified for the airdrop. So X Empire means community. So now let's go ahead to the second criteria, because we don't only have the primary criteria, we have another criteria which is additional criteria. You can see on your screen. So additional criteria is, already you have been qualified for the airdrop by inviting friends, engaging on the quest, which are the tasks, and also connect. Okay, let's go ahead to the additional criteria. So they said wallet connection. So these are the additional criteria. So if you have connected your wallet, you have engaged on the project advancedly, if there is an English like that. So now the second thing is ton transaction, purchases and donation. So if you have donated, if you have purchased anything, and if you have made ton transaction, this is additional criteria that is going to reward you. So I come to a conclusion that this is basically not compulsory. So let's go ahead. They said purchases and donations in the game have never been mandatory. So what is the meaning of mandatory? Not compulsory. So purchases and donation in the game have never been mandatory and are not a decisive factor in receiving airdrop. So this is not a factor that is going to guarantee that you are going to receive airdrop. No. What you are going to need to receive airdrop is the first one, the primary criteria. So this one does not mean that if you fulfill this one, you are going to receive airdrop. No. And they said, but as a young project, they have greatly helped us. They have greatly helped us build strength, expand our teams with strong member, and lay the foundation for the future. We are distributing token very evenly, and that every participant who contributed to the community and spent time is generously rewarded. So if you have contributed to the community by inviting friends and you have engaged on the project, you are going to be rewarded. But people on these extra additional criteria are going to be rewarded specially because they have contributed in making. They have greatly helped us build strength, expand our team with strong members. So this basically means that if you have donated, if you have purchased anything, and if you have made ton transaction, you have helped X Empire to expand, to grow, and you are going to be rewarded specially. But if you don't do all that, it does not mean that you are not going to receive your airdrop. But people on these additional criteria are going to be rewarded specially. So this brings us to the conclusion that making a ton transaction is basically not important, not mandatory on X Empire. So they said it's very simple. The more value you bring to the community, the more the community will reward you. So this is just buttress the point I just made, that if you donate, if you purchase, and if you make ton transaction, the more value you bring, that is you bringing the value, the more the community will reward you. Just simple as that. So what I want you to do is just go over to the X Empire community post on their Telegram and read through yourself. This is what they posted yesterday, and this actually brings me to the conclusion that ton transaction is basically not mandatory on X Empire. But if you have the privilege, if you have the money, you can basically do it, but it is not mandatory. So that is it, guys. And I've been campaigning that it's basically important based on the information they gave us on X Empire task list, that the airdrop task. So airdrop task means what you need to do to qualify for the airdrop: connect your wallet and make a ton transaction. They do not specify from the beginning that it is not mandatory. They just brought this information now that it is not mandatory. So that is why I am bringing out to you, for those that are yet to do the ton transaction, if you have the privilege, you can basically proceed with it. And if you do not have the privilege, you can just leave it like that. And allocation is going to come anytime from now. So I believe you have gained something from this particular video, and thank you for watching my video. I still remain Slick True, and I'm going to see you later in another video. Thank you so much, and I will say bye for now.